Funding wallets on Taptap Send. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
The last thing every person in this space should do is to make merry of others' predicaments. Or I can say it in other words. Nobody should try to mock whoever is in trouble in this our industry. Because when you do it at your own risk. Because one day, tables will turn and it might come back to you. Once again, the last thing anybody at all who is active in this space should try to do is to take advantage of another's issues and to use it to hype yourself. That is suicidal. Never try it. You've seen a brother man is in trouble. You've seen a sister woman is in trouble. And to you, you think that, oh, this is an opportunity for me to gain some traction, or this is an opportunity for me to get some hype from it. For media people, we know this is their thing. To them, their prayer is that every day something should befall the other so they can gain some currency from it. To media people, we know that is the content that they cherish. That hard content where someone is down and they are smiling about it, that is what they are looking for. But if you are a player in the space, you don't have to try it. Now, in the midst of the medical fella McAfee issues, I've seen some good people who have really controlled themselves from making reckless statements. And of course, there are others who have also seen this as a market day. They are out there using every opportunity to say this and that. They are out there shouting and making fun of every situation that they have seen. I wish them well. In fact, there is a tree language that says, "Misum brebre, minkasi uwa famiko." It is true. Life does not also operate like that. That the fact that I mocked you in your times of trouble means that one day I would also be in trouble. Then you mock. No, it does not operate like that. That one I know. But of course, at every point in time, wherever there is cause and reaction, you should know that one day the tables might turn and it will be another thing else. What is my problem? My problem is a press statement or whatsoever that I've seen coming from DJ Azonto that has been shared by some Ghanaian bloggers in Ghana. And when I say Ghanaian bloggers, I'm talking about most of our influencers who operate on the Instagram app. I've seen them. At least I can boldly say I saw it on Zion Felix's timeline on Instagram. And as much as it is there, definitely, I'm so sure that it will be on other platforms on Instagram as well. What it means is that after Team Azonto, aka Rolls Royce family, sat down to draft that particular piece, they decided to put in some money to get it out there because they know maybe if they place it on their channels alone, it might not go far. So they will spend some few cedis to get some influential people to make it louder. That is how come some of us, we saw it. Now, when I saw it, after paying attention to the content of the press release, so-called, or letter, so-called, to Medikal, I realized that even if a brother man wants another brother man well, this is more or less like, one, looking for attention with the situation, making mockery of the situation, or taking advantage to also put yourself out there. Because I read the letter over and over and over, and I was asking myself, what is DJ Azonto saying? What is he looking for? What is his own? What is his interest? Exactly what is he looking to achieve with this particular letter? Now, because you've not read it, I'm sure by now it will come to you like Sammy Flex is saying. Let me take my time, take you through this letter, and maybe after that, you would also get to understand exactly why I think that in people's predicament, don't try to joke with it, because you might not know how they are even solving their own situations. Now, this letter says from CEO, Rolls Royce family, DJ Azonto, to CEO, Beyond Control Medikal. And it says, Dear Medikal from Pong, a word to the wise. That is how he captioned it. A word to the wise. Even to start with, in a brother man situation in these times, because you have been a family member before. DJ Azonto has played as a DJ for Medikal before, for information. When Medikal was in Sotum, and Azonto was also plying his trade in Sotum as a radio DJ and as a pub owner here in Sotum. They were rolling. So at least, if not for anything, they might have their issues some years past, but they will still have contact to each other. So this particular piece, knowing what a brother man is going through, if really Azonto wanted to share a word or two on this, maybe it was not to be in the open for the general public to consume. Because me reading this, what is in it for me? What is my own in it? You wanted to address Medikal. You did not even want to add fella. It was Medikal, your friend, that you were addressing. So why did you not go to him? Now, let's read it. It says, I love and care deeply for you, which is why I'm offering this advice for free. The first sentence of this letter is even a problem. I love and care deeply for you, which is why I'm offering this advice for free. Azonto, since when did you become a consultant who advises people for a fee? Since when? Since when did you become so wise to the extent that now people you send your so-called advice to even charge them? Let's ignore that. Let's say Azonto is so wise. Therefore, for some time now, he's been advising people for a fee. Let's assume without admitting and pass. It says, if it is God's will, I'll give you $1 million when His Excellency, the Vice President of Ghana, pays the 10 million compensation. You see, someone is in serious issues. Another person wants to joke with it. You give $1 million when Vice President pays your $10 million. Obviously, you are joking with this particular piece. Obviously, you just want to make fun. Obviously, you want to just tap in. Obviously, you want to take hype from someone's predicament. Something that is making someone cry. You think you can just do tapping. Which $1 million from who? Which $10 million from who? That thing you wrote out there that everybody described as nonsense, you still want to make reference to it in someone's serious matters? Let's be serious. Now he says, Medikal, We have known each other for a long time, and you know how sensible I am, despite what you see on social media and blogs. I want you to understand that it is not wise to choose any movement over your family. Whatever is happening, I want to support you as my music godfather and so-to brother from day one to be full of life again. He knows you and he thinks you are wise. That is fine. The reason you were not supposed to write this. And then when he say, I want you to understand that it's not wise to choose any movement over your family. What exactly do you want to say? It is not wise for him to choose any movement over his family. What movement has Medikal chosen over his family? This is a typical nonsense. Like there is no sense in this point. Which movement over his family? Do you even know that it is out there clearly that it is Fela Makafui who wants to break away from this marriage? So why are you saying, why is Medikal choosing any movement over your family? When did Medikal choose something over his family? It is their wife who says she is tired of the marriage, that she wants to walk out. But you are saying you are advising Medikal not to choose any movement. Since when did Medikal tell you he is choosing a movement over his family? Another joke right here. And it says, my wife is an ordinary. You know her, and sometimes I have to beg her for a whole year just to calm things down at home. I just hope you can keep things more private, because this is a family you have built. And as the head of this beautiful home, whatever happens, whether good or bad, you are fully responsible. Of course, we understand. When it comes to man and woman, if the man, you want to respond to everything the woman does, there wouldn't be peace at home. And that is one thing you said here that is beautiful. In fact, all the paragraphs in so far that I've read, this is the most sensible thing that I've read so far. All the paragraphs that I've read, this is the most sensible thing. But once again, you could have sent this to your brother directly for him to know. Now it says, every married man, myself included, has been through this stage. As men, we shouldn't say too much because history will always remind us of the childish behavior we've displayed in the past. Now, I even see this as an insult to the brother. If you are able to say, we shouldn't say much because history will always remind us of the childish behavior we've displayed in the past, you are insulting him. Indirectly, you are telling Medikal he's being childish. Placing that in quotation marks does not mean anything. You are still insulting him. You are telling him directly that he's being childish with how he's expressing his pain. You are telling him that he's being stupid over how he's expressing his pain. And that is another foul line in there. Now he goes on to say, I'm not saying it is bad to speak out. No talk. But as a man, there are so many limits to what we say about our baby mamas. Most especially her plastic surgery, weed toffee, etc. Kindly cool small, bro. At this stage, you've even started judging already. The brother that you think you are using your wisdom to advise, you are judging him. You are telling him he's saying too much. You might not know the reason behind his rant. You might not know the reason why he's venting his anger out there. You might not know what he really wants to achieve with it, but already you've judged him. And because you claim to be a brother, you couldn't even find out behind the scenes solution. Why that approach? You couldn't find out that. That is how you decided to go. Now it says, upon all my social media bars and craziness, I was dealing with my own family issues too. But do you know how hard and difficult it had to take me to amend things for her to come back again? Even as I'm writing this message to you, I'm still begging. But who cares? They say real men face the tough challenges. Once again, this makes some sense, a little sense. Whatever you think Medikal is not supposed to say out there, it is the same thing you are doing. You think that Medikal was not supposed to say what is happening between him and his wife out there, but you also do the same thing. You are telling us that you too, you've been begging. You are telling the whole world, are they also supposed to know this? Double standards here. Now it says, don't take it as a joke and don't try go stay with Wale, because when people get close, they act worse in most cases. When did Medikal say he's going to stay with Wale? Or when did Shatta say Medikal is going to stay with him? What kind of message are you preaching? don't take it as a joke and don't try go stay with Wale. Because when people get close, they act worse in most cases. Once again, trying to play that tune of discord between friends. Because this is what you are preaching into him. Like you are telling him that Shatta Wale is not trustworthy. So you shouldn't even trust him to even try to go and live with him. And who even said they are going to live together? Who is sacking Medikal from whether he's going to live with who? Oh, Azonto. That brother shouldn't have gone this far. Now you're also saying that try exercise patience in these times, regardless of how tempting it will be for you to open more keys, and try not to forget our movement anthem. Forget everybody. In all you've written, this could have made the wisdom that you were supposed to share. That try exercise patience in these times, regardless of how tempting it will be for you to open more keys. In fact, after you wrote the Dear Medikal, you should have written this and say thank you. Everybody will see you as sensible. But everything else you've written does not bring the wisdom or the sense you wanted to share in there. It did not. Now you go on to say that real men don't say it all. They leave some for the future. Also, give me one more hit, I beg. Actually, yeah, sometimes it is hurtful to be in this space. Sometimes it is so painful when you have to deal with all these people in this industry. It is so obvious, like I said in my intro. A brother man is using the situation for himself. He wants to capitalize on the situation for attention. He wants to tap in, but this is not the way to go. This is something I can ignore, but once again, I want to put it on record that some of these things, when you do it, people notice it. And that one day, when the tables turn and the person is paying you back the same thing, don't label the person bad. The reason I'm doing this, because some names you brought in there, one day you meet these same people and still fake. Oh, Wale. You still be faking like that. Forgotten that you said all these things about him or about them. This is not the way to go. A word to the wise is rather enough. The wisdom you decided to share, unfortunately, came out to be non-wisdom or nonsense. Rather, take your time. Watch this. Learn from it. If you can, reach out to a brother. If the brother has even seen it and is not happy, apologize. And let this move on. This approach is a wrong approach. And don't use people's predicament for your attention, for your hype. Don't use people's predicament to look for promotion for yourself. That is a wrong way to go. My name is Sammy Flex. This is the editorial. I want to say thanks to Digital Rasta Currency for doing this for me. On camera, Richie Flex, editor director of the show. And to you, thanks for watching. Taptap Send is still here. Live abroad, you want to send money home, get Taptap Send today and thank me later. I see you when I see you. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.